Bronny can go in front of ESPN.
Nigga, my mama gonna go to war, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old she is or how old I am. So if I got a pops, that nigga gonna do this. Well, he better do this. That's right.
Yeah. But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see Shador.
Right, it's about to
you know Dion already
none of that. We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's like,
when you a teammate, he push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like, get off of me. Get off of me. Get off me. No, don't touch me. Was it worth the $30,000? Now? In the moment.
In that moment.
In the moment.
Use up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? 44. You know what we do on this show, boy. We flow, boy. But I'm gonna keep it high level, and this is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is, I am undisputed.
Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
He's getting up.
And show. Yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
We're supposed to get the ball. No rebound.
This one?
Cut that up. I got a match. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's a sack on your first play ever in the NFL. Y'all know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear it from a player because they play the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say song. Sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
You think you can do something with that? Hey man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what? Big dog?
Yes.
I ain't light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Blah, 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 blah. What's cracking like it, Maggie? Let me put my headset on. Let me close my door. My itty bitty was in the zone. 1 second. Oh, my God. Love it too much. Hey, daddy duty on triple. Yeah, I got 4 kids, but one of them older than me. So all love to you guys. Let's get it in today. How y'all feeling out here? Man, I need to sleep more than 4 hours. Not because I'm tired, just because I'll be like, damn, I'm worried. Like, people be like, dog, you don't never sleep. I'll be like, yo ass sleep too much. What we gonna do? How we gonna find some balance in this situation? That's all I want to know, man. Love to you guys out there. Beat it up in the comments. You know how we communicate through this chat. I like comments better than chat, but go ahead, do you. It says, who's number 1 today? TC210. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Anthony Smith is number 2. He's early for the game. And DJ Ass Good morning, y'all. Oh, we got a new one in here, DJ Ass. All right, I take it, whatever that means. I don't know why you got that DJ name, but go ahead. I hope your songs ain't whatever. Do you, bro? All right, let's get into this right now because y'all know this is the last weekend we're going to have in our life forever before we know who the national champions are. Ooh. So one of my boys hit me yesterday on group text. He's like, dawg, I got offered a game ticket. And I was like, damn, them things like 4 G's just to walk in and no hot dog. And you at the top of the damn stadium, right? You damn near in Fort Lauderdale. You ain't even in Miami. You in wherever the stadium is, right? So he's like, God dang. But I can't make it work, I don't think. Logistics and all that stuff. I was like, boy, you better figure it out. But I heard it's $4,000 plus to get in. And I also saw this headline that said, God dang. It is $747 just to park at the to park. Y'all hear me? It's right to park. I'm gonna say that again. To park. I mean, that's a car note. That's 2 car notes. Depends on what you're driving. You got a Civic. Miami, Indiana football fans will have to pay $747 to park. How you come up with that number? Not $745, not $750, $747. Anyway, all right, to park at the college football thing. Might be best to Uber. Hell no, do not Uber. I don't care how easy it is to get there. It is hell to pay to leave. If you ever had to Uber from a major event, good luck. Surge prices, reception issues. Where's my car? Somebody gonna pay somebody $100 to jump in your car right before he pulls up to you. You've been waiting 36 minutes. Hell no. Hell no. Ooh, I did that at Coachella one time, and it was a windstorm. I felt broke. I was like, man, I should have spent $5 more and got my ass a Sprinter or something. It was insane. Coachella, I was there all day from the morning to the night, and literally I spent the night in the Uber line. I'm like, it's 4:30 in the morning. I'm still in this Uber line. Silly. Demand is high for the national championship between the Canes and Hoosiers. Who's going to win that? Beat it up in the comments. Let me know who you think. No, I'm on the bandwagon for Miami. I don't. I want them both to win because I love Kurt Signetti. I love Fernando Mendoza. I like how he talks, the Russell Wilson 2.0, ChatGPT 5.2. But I also love Miami, the U. Oh, man, the gutter got to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like Compton College. It's like the way that they play. I love it. And Carson Beck with his eyes. I'd be like, damn, what you doing? What dimension are you living in? So tickets hovering around 3.2K. All right, I was a little high just to be able to get into Hard Rock Stadium. Yeah. The Hurricanes will look to stay in their lane and Park, Indiana's done. Oh, come on. You had to write that. Like, how long you spend to write that little creative line? Stop it. Who y'all think going to win this game? Right now, I'm going to say it and put it on record right now. I think the talent of Miami is going to make this a competitive game, but I think the errors that talent will create, because a lot of times there's a confidence that turns into an arrogance or a cockiness that comes with talent. There's an inefficiency that comes with talent, right? Until that talent is honed in to be effective and efficient. And I don't think that Miami has that style of play. At least I didn't see it against Ole Miss, and I didn't see it a lot of this year to the point where they lost 2 games. They were on the bubble of making it, and even in the games that they won, they made them a little closer than they had to. Don't forget the A&M game where they ain't even, 3-0, 3-3 at the halftime. You can't do that against Indiana, bruh. We're using you against you. It's a keto. So you got to be careful if you're playing a team that is this efficient. And that's who Indiana is. So we got problems. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Something over here blinking. I'm like, what the hell is this? All right, good. It's Friday. It must be. Is this Friday the 13th? They trying to mess with me. I got this white thing on my screen. I'm like, what the hell is this? Cocaine? They trying to mess with me, but it ain't going to work. Keep it real, homie. All right, let's get to this next topic right here. Okay, beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me see what y'all got. And we're going to get into this Mike McDaniel's topic right here. Where he going? Where Mike McDaniel going? Boy, Mike McDaniels, boy. I got to talk. Miami turned him out. Like MC Hammer, turn this mother out. All right, y'all got the U, Indiana. Well, there's only 2 options, y'all. So, I mean, I see a lot of U in Indiana. I can't take too much time reading these. But point being, y'all look, I want the brain. I don't want the heart. My heart is with Miami too. But you ever go against like a black belt? So there's a guy, Master Kim. I shouldn't even call him a guy. He's Master Kim. He teaches little kids itty bitty taekwondo. and he's a 17-time black belt. He like 75 years old. He be in there doing prayer pose, and he be putting his legs and crossing them up and putting them over his neck. He's 75 years old. I walked up to him one day, really great guy. I mean, insanely great. I walked up to him one day. I said, Master Kim, could you beat me up? He said, no. I said, why? Really? You 17 black belt? I see all these newspaper articles from the 40s. You used to do it. He's like, because I would never fight you. Not fair. I said, Master Kim. He said, I ain't even going to do the coin flip, boy. I'll whoop your ass. He was like, do not. He's like, do not. So sometimes there's just levels to this, right? You got to put some respect on it. All right, let's put some respect on Mike McDaniel and where he going next year. Whatever, like we really know. Mike McDaniel, where you going, dog? Okay, so the report says Philadelphia Eagles are in the market for the OC. We already know since he left. And boy, look at it. Boy, this dude went to Miami and really was in them streets. Like, coach was at the bar, coach be outside, coach put on the glasses, coach put some gel in the hair. He went out there. When he got there, he was dusty with a calculator. He came back, he had a pocket full of stones. And Miami's undefeated. That's why you got to – the best Hall of Famer ever is Jason Taylor because he did it in Miami. It's hard to do in Miami, but he pulled it off. So you got to give Jason Taylor some love. Shout out to Joy Taylor's brother. All right, so I just want you guys to see this one part where they say the former Dolphins coach Mike McDaniel will interview for the Bucs OC job on Friday. He would consider a great OC opportunity better than a not so great head coaching vacancy. That's interesting, right? So basically, obviously, Philadelphia is in the mix as well. So since they're in the mix, let's see what he's going to do with that being in the mix. Well, it looks like Howie Roseman is talking about, well, this is what the roster's going to look like on top of the interest in him. And speaking of A.J. Brown, who he said he was asked about whether he'd be trading A.J. Brown. He said it's hard to find great players in the NFL, and A.J.'s a great player. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going out and looking for when we go out in free agency in the draft, is trying to find great players who love football, and he's that guy. So that would be my answer. Anytime somebody ends by saying, so that would be my answer, just be like, dog, next time just say something, all right? Next time, don't do the speak and spell, the pull. You know what I mean? He ain't say anything there, but we know A.J. Brown ain't going nowhere. Just to let you know, they're going to blame it on the OC. They're going to blame it on the next one. This is their sixth offensive coordinator, and guess how many years? 6. Howie need to be asking himself, should I still be here? Who in the hell is leading this organization where you can't find an OC? I mean, god dang, that's not fair to Jalen Hurts. Say what you want about Jalen Hurts and his limitations and how they don't match the expectations, especially with all the offensive firepower that they have. But god dang, dog, you imagine you had to learn Rosetta Stone 6 different times in 6 years? She'd be like, okay, you know English? Good. Now you know Spanish? Okay. French? Okay. Italian? Okay. German? Okay. Japanese? I'm like, hey, lady, you getting charged by the book? What the hell? What are you doing? It's crazy. So give Jalen Hurts what he needs, which is some consistency, god dang it. Shoot. And if Mike McDaniel if he goes to Philly, take that stuff out your hair, man. Philadelphia don't play all that pretty boy stuff. Gonna be coming out there with that Miami fresh. You ain't gonna last long. You're gonna be the 7th one. You're gonna be on number 7 next offseason. It's crazy. It's crazy. Love. Let's see. I'm gonna try and turn my TV on. And let's get into this. Elle Duncan, her agent talking. Let's go. Elle Duncan, her agent reveals that she left ESPN for not so obvious reasons, but once you hear them, becomes pretty obvious. All right, so Elle Duncan, longtime SportsCenter host. Hey, girl. ESPN women's basketball coverage. Y'all love Elle Duncan? Y'all like Elle Duncan? Y'all was not feeling Elle Duncan. Where were y'all with Elle Duncan? I didn't catch enough. I mean, she was doing SportsCenter most of the time and then the ESPN women's basketball coverage. I don't like the ESPN's basketball coverage. I don't like that. One, they got a woman on the men's coverage, but they ain't got no men on the women's coverage. Excuse me, Dougie Fresh. What are you doing? Where's the gender balance? 1. 2, it turned into too much like homegirl. Like who said that? We just did that. One of the reporters was pointing out how they glaze. You can't get girls in the room and then just say, let's talk real. You know why? Because homegirls, women are built in their general social circles is for like that comparison and affirmation, right? So they always compare themselves to each other. They always do. Even if they don't know each other, you see them. Like I go out with my wife sometimes and we eating and I look up and guess what she doing? She looking at that girl's shoes, looking at that girl jeans, looking at that girl blouse, like that's what they do. And the girl looking at her too. Looking at her ring, looking at her hairstyle. And sometimes they'll stop and, ooh, girl, your hair so fine. Who did your braids? You know what I mean? All that stuff. Meanwhile, men are doing the same thing, but we ain't looking to go buy it or where you get it from. Or something. We just like, damn, that look fresh. Simple as that, right? But it's a comparison and it's an affirmation. So when girls get together and they click up, guess what they ain't gonna do? Tell you, girl, you got a booger in your nose. Tell you, girl, you got eye makeup messed up. Girl, them eyelashes too long. They ain't gonna do that. They're like, you killing them. And then they're gonna go to their other circle and say, she a mess. But it's okay. That's how they roll. It ain't even like I'm talking crazy. It's just real. But the funny thing is when you're doing broadcasting, that doesn't work. I need to know that they just shot. When you watch a WNBA game, you're guaranteed to see an air ball every quarter. You're guaranteed to see them underhand layup, something that you like, dog, for real? You're going to see them throw it over the backboard in a layup. You're like, what? Like, this ain't dissing. This is just real matter of fact. I need somebody to call that out, make a joke about it, something. I've seen announcers before. Now, they got male announcers, and then they be talking. The girl literally, I mean, if a dude did that, it would be, Shaqtin' a fool. But when the woman does it, it's like, oh, what a plight that they fought through to even get to this place. I'm like, not now, dog. You could do that pregame, postgame. Right now, tell me she just airballed it. So I get mad when I watch the NWNBA. I put it down like the volume. I can't do it. So anyway, let's get back to Elle Duncan. So she did that, and I wasn't feeling when they were doing that. Leaving when things are good is the hardest part, but growth rarely asks politely. Sometimes it whispers, sometimes it nudges, and sometimes it tells you clearly that it's time. And I'm listening. So thank you, ESPN, for the dream, the trust, and the space to become. Ooh, damn, she wrote this. ChatGPT in the house. I hope I served you well. I'll carry this place with me always. Okay. Good. I'm glad they summed that up. I love you, girl, but you ain't dead. That's a eulogy right there. Dearly beloved and something. Okay, so her agent opens up. All right, so Olsen's her agent, and while Elle had #1 women's sports roles, which she was exceedingly passionate about and loved doing, if you look at the other premium sports at ESPN, those slots were filled by people. Okay, so it started off like, how can she grow? Conversation was, we know she good. Can she grow? And they were like, So what does Netflix have? The ability for her to be the #1 there. She got in there first. Think about it. When you see in 5 years how big Netflix sports is and you see all the podcasts they buying, blah, 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 and you figure out, wow, Elle Duncan is the top dog. Like she Chris Berman of Netflix sports. 1, good job, woman. I like to say girl to be funny, but she's a woman. But yeah, that. 2, woo. That's insane. Back to 1. Now, what was the push from ESPN side? Well, this applies to every single person that works at ESPN outside of Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. You have to work 200 days a year. That is the nature of that beast. The Netflix offer and the ESPN offer were very competitive with each other. But what wasn't competitive was Elle's time. The schedule that she'd be able to work for Netflix and also the flexibility that Netflix would allow her to work at other places. Catch that? Money talk? All right, y'all talking the same world. I don't know if it's exactly the same, but it's close enough to make me consider. But where I got to be? L.A. versus what? New York, Bristol, all that? That's part of it. Be real. Be real. L.A. wins on New York and Bristol in terms of playing and instead of doing your job. Stop it. Ain't no winners in L.A. We went through 3 weeks of rain and we lost our minds. Our trees were happy. Our shrubs were pumped. The bushes were loving life. Everybody in L.A. miserable. Yeah, 68 degrees and raining. I lived in Buffalo, partner. So she picked the best place, and they gave her the most space. And they said, you Chris Berman out here. What you gonna do? You want to get down? Get down on it. So she did. And good for her. Respect. Beat up in the comments before we get to maybe the greatest team ever assembled in college football. We're still in the spirit of looking forward to Monday night. national championship game, okay? Blah, blah, blah. Every time I see that in the chat, I got to hit it. Universal Trappers, what's up, homie? Yeah, she won. She got the money and she got the time, okay? Real spit. It's a process that I'm trying to run, real spit. I've had opportunities to go back to like TV. I've had opportunities to go to like some of these networks. I have opportunity right now to build my own network. I have opportunity to do some licensing and partnership, but it's really starting with the money. So the money is different. It's either going to be way higher than I ever could have made at Fox and ESPN, or it's going to be lower, but it can always be way higher. So the upside, that's called independence. You know, greater risk, greater reward. But also there's higher highs and lower lows. So until you get there, you got to get there. But one thing I won't compromise is my time. I'm not going around this world saying, so how are you doing right now? What are you going to do in the third quarter? Hey, big dog, great meeting you, Michael Jordan. I love it. No. We doing, if Michael Jordan want to stay in Chicago or Charlotte or wherever he is, where's his wife from, Puerto Rico, wherever the hell, okay, you stay there. I'm going to be right here in the locker room. Not that I'm bigger than you. It's just like, dog, it's technology now. Stop. I remember ESPN used to make us go everywhere just to get the interview. I was like, dog, it's 3 days of travel for 30 minutes. Come on. I used to say it back in like 2009. I was like, this is silly. Can we figure something out? Now, I didn't know about Zoom. Zoom wasn't out. At least I didn't hear about it. FaceTime. So I was like, dog, we need to do an interview, split the damn screen and talk. I used to see it when they couldn't get the coach to come because he had to coach the AFC Championship game. What would they do? They split screen. I was like, do that for every interview. And they're like, nope. Now they do it for every interview. Unless somebody randomly is in Bristol. Sometimes New York, of course. All right, so tell me, beat it up in the comments. Is this the best college football team ever? Like, for real. Let's start here. Y'all know which team it is. Beat it up in the comments. Which team am I about to show? This is insane. Ain't no way. I ain't even going to put the sound up because it's some little fake song. I don't like when they be trying to give me strikes off of songs. Ed Reed is on the team. Okay. We already know maybe the best safety ever. Beyond his talent, which was stupid, his acumen, his IQ, his EQ was dumb. It's silly. It was the next level of life. This dude, one of the best ever. Now, let's keep going. Who else they had on this team? Come on, dog. Come on. Y'all got to stop playing with me. This is the most consistent receiver maybe we saw ever, no matter what came his way, whatever. On some DeAndre Hopkins stuff. Them Houston receivers are silly. Andre Johnson was a dude. Sean Taylor, rest in peace. Oh, that still hurts. Oh, God, Lord. Anyway, that's silly. Like, who go? Just take the money, dog. Shit. Sean Taylor, come on now. Short-lived, right? We always going to imagine how great he could have been. He was already great. Vince Wilfork. Shout out to Vince Wilfork who clogged that middle up. The power of Vince Wilfork, double teams, clog up two gaps, allow the linebackers to roam free. Come on, man. And the cousin of my boy, Rory Wilfork. Who's Rory Wilfork? One of my best friends who also was the best player on my senior team in college at Columbia. Best player. It was in their blood. They both were ballers. He was better than me. I just got drafted. He didn't, but if he had the size, he would have been drafted just like me. He was a baller. Frank Gore, come on now. We know how Mr. Consistent is. Antrell Roll, eat Jonathan Vilma. Stop playing with me, linebacker finest. Jeremy Shockey. Everybody, what happened to Shockey? Shockey ain't got a podcast? Shockey need a podcast. Shockey coming back strong, I guarantee you. Mark my word, 2026, Jeremy Shockey on the map, big time. That dude was insane. Clinton Portis, Mr. Fall. Let me give you a story about Clinton Portis. First of all, that's the homie. Second of all, we used to him and Edgerrin James. We used to call him three yards in the fall. No, 3 yards. 3 yards after the fall, something like that. I forget how poetic it was. It was a little more poetic than that. Basically, wherever you hit him, whenever you hit him, add 3 more yards. Him and Edgerrin James always found a way to worm, wiggle, fall, and get 3 more. Every time. We used to watch it on film. It was like, this is insane. Like, I don't care if Ray Lewis was going, yeah! And they would just worm and wiggle and go, 3 more yards. Him and Edgerrin James. Must have taught it down there. Okay. Sick. Brian McKinney. Oh, we already know, hey, that's South Beach finest right there. When I say, if you give me a Mount Rushmore of guys that ran the streets, ran the clubs, ran everything, every girl loved them, every girl's big bro, the dude you had to check in with on some positivity, not no big you. Shout out to the homie. Respect. I grew up in this neighborhood, so stop it. But this dude, Brian McKinney, I remember meeting him like late 90s. Oh, he had it on lock. If you in Miami and didn't speak to Brian McKinney or he wasn't on your team, watch who you talking to because they may dipset. They may be gone before you can even breathe. This dude was a monster. Big dog. Willis McGahee, monster. Philip Buchanan, dude. Get out of there. Is that the greatest team ever? If not, beat it up in the comments so we can look at the roster of the team you think is the greatest team ever. But in terms of talent, that was 1 year. That's 2001. Jesus. Can you stop playing? I'm going to try and turn this TV on behind me. Turn the TV off like Kendrick. Okay. I mean, I can't believe it. It's next level. All right, let's get into this after we read these comments. Tony Romo is not happy, but at the same time, he gets it. 2019 ISU best team ever. LSU. Oh, I'm about to say ISU. Indiana State. LSU had the best team ever. Anybody? Somebody? No? Yeah, I don't know about that. Who was on 2019 LSU team? Beat up in the comments. I have no idea. Who is? Oh, that's Joe Burrow. Last time he had fun playing ball, I guess. Joe Burrow, be careful, dog. Do not let the world know everything, okay? Not everything, because people don't take it the right way. All right, Romo fires back at the CBS NFL viewers call for his removal. Oh, how dare you? How dare you? Look at Romo looking good. I love Tony Romo just because I played with Tony Romo. Tony Romo was our fourth string quarterback. He was going to get cut. We had Drew Henson, Vinny Testaverde, Tony Romo, and somebody else. Oh, no, not somebody else. Quincy Carter. Yeah. And Romo was there, right? Yeah. And Romo was chicken and wings and chicken and pizza dude. Like he had to go, he was errand man. You got to go get that Popeyes, boy. He was that guy. And then somebody got hurt in camp and they kept Romo around, but he still was no way was he playing. Man, it was so good and so good to my heart to see when I left to watch Tony Romo not only play, but become a franchise quarterback. Why? Because you never would have saw it coming. And that was amazing. And more than that, his struggles in terms of leadership, remember how they always used to complain about him and say, take the team by the reins, and why are you hanging out with Jessica Simpson? And how dare you on your off week and bye week go down to Mexico, all this stupid stuff. Is because he actually looked at the team like he was one of the guys. He didn't look at it like, I'm the franchise quarterback, number one overall pick, and then dare you talk to me. That there's a certain aura that comes with that. Now, Tom Brady, same guy, 6th rounder, but he was at Michigan, and he kind of already knew what big ball looked like in leadership, even though he had to split time with Drew Henson, right? But Romo was Eastern Michigan or something small? So Romo never knew what it was to be big like that. When it happened, you know what he did? He went Hollywood in a good way. Like, I'm about to take advantage of this. I'm about to chill. He didn't know that there was things like Joe Burrow you shouldn't share. You shouldn't do. You just got to play the role. And he didn't play the role, and they try to tear him up. Well, now they're trying to tear him up and talk about his broadcasting. All right, so Romo has confessed that he was battling an illness in the commentary during the Buffalo Bills-Jacksonville Jaguar game that everybody trying to clown. Now, he has some gaffes. He has some moments. Okay, so Romo acknowledged, we had a bunch of guys sick. We can't miss a playoff game. It's too much fun. It's always special in playoff season. So he's talking about the criticism everybody was giving him. He said, I think anytime you're in a position that we are on the air for 3.5 hours, you're always trying to do the best you can. There's going to be moments where it's great and others not so much. It's the great thing about sports. You go back to work next time around and do a great job. We want everyone to enjoy the show, learn a little bit, and have a great time. It's fun, okay? And this is Romo. Why is he getting so much criticism? Same reason Stephen A. Smith is getting so much criticism. It comes with the cost of praise. Anybody, if you ever get love in this world, know that the hate's coming. It's a thin line between love and hate. Seriously. 10 years, $180 million guarantees you two things. You rich, you got some money, and oh boy, people going to want it. And the way that they're going to show that they want it, they're not going to ask for it. They're going to try and take it. And if they can't take your money, they're going to take your joy, so hopefully you don't enjoy your money. Learn these lessons, y'all. Tell your kids this, okay? Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Now, here's a lesson you got to tell your kids. Don't trick off the bag. Don't fumble the bag. And Ja Morant hasn't fumbled the bag, but he certainly ain't securing it like he could if he wanted to. But we'll get into that in a second. That's the Ja Morant topic. Let's talk about this, which I was beating up in the comments. Dominic D'Angelo. Quincy Carter got out and Vinny had to start for the rest of the season. Okay, I was on the damn team and I forgot that. Thank you. I used to hang with Quincy Carter too. They used to call him something. They had some nickname for Quincy Carter. I was like, why do they call you that? I forgot why he said it. Oh, I can't. Oh, Carrie Underwood, too. Romo. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, dog, stop it, y'all. The best way to avoid temptation is to avoid it. Don't try to be around it and be like, nah, I'm good. I'm stronger. You see Carrie Underwood the first time, you're like, okay. Oh, that's Carrie Underwood. I ain't tripping. And then she looking at you, she like, but I am. You're like, oh. LSU had Jefferson, Chase, and Burrow. Thank you, Francisco Aguilera. All right. Let's get into this Ja Morant. Guess what I found? Remember I told y'all I'm a body language expert. I can read. Well, I'm not a mind reader, and I certainly can't read all people's like lips. I can't, especially if you smoke Black and Miles like Ja Morant. Let me stop. So, point is, I don't know what he was saying, but I found out. Y'all ready to hear this? Like the DOC said, y'all ready for this? Yeah, give it to me. Oh, not yet. I forgot on Instagram, you got to hit that little button. Let's go.
What you talking about, Shorty, yesterday? Yeah. Man, you could have at least hollered at me. Ain't no sense of hollering at you for, come on now, like why niggas left. Ain't asking why you left me. Asking why niggas left her. So that was it, though. I'm tripping. Yes, dog, tripping. Man, said he could have gave her a ride home. He ain't drive, bro. He rode with me, man. He can help with me. Then your man's over there. I seen him, both of them. What that mean? Seen him over there, both of them. This nigga walking around this motherfucker like he's somebody dead. Fuck talking to you, ain't even in the convo. But he my man. He wasn't in the convo. That's my. Hey, he wasn't in the convo. That's my still my homie. But he wasn't in the convo. If you hear niggas talking, why is anybody else saying shit? But you said something to him. No, young nigga said something. You said something to him, young nigga said something. All right, well, I'm apologizing for him. It is what it is. I don't. Why not? I don't. What you want to do? I don't give a fuck around and violate with any niggas. I don't give a fuck. I don't fuck with y'all. I'm with whatever. What? Okay. What? Let's go to the bathroom. What? Why? I'm right here. Let's go to the bathroom. I'm right here. It's 5 minutes. I'm right here. Right. You talking about 5 minutes. We're talking about 5 minutes, right? Bro. 5 minutes, right? I'm right here. Let's go to the bathroom. I'm right here. All right, whatever. Right, my point. You not like that, bro.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't know if that's AI. No, I mean, not Allen Iverson cornballs. I don't know if that's AI or not. But that really looked like what he was saying. So basically, they out there in Berlin. We saw the game last night. I was going to give you a little breakdown of that. Boy, Angel Reese showed up in a mink. She told, what's her name from Fox? Not Carissa, the other, Erin Andrews. She said, Erin Andrews, I saw that mink hold my beer. They both, a blue-purple mink, and she had the black skunk mink. They just doing the most. I love it. Here's the thing, Ja Morant, they out there in Berlin, right? Let me just tell you. You can't turn that testosterone off. When you see your schedule, and we used to have it in the NFL, and you see our road game that was far was Toronto, right? We played the Green Bay Packers, Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers in Toronto. But imagine it said Germany or what? Oh, we outside, right? Faithful or not, we outside, right? We gonna see what they got going on here. The temptation gonna be strong, mama. And I think Ja's single. Oh my God. They out there at some club hamburger. They at club hamburger. And then they looking around like, and you go places like that, black gold. They call it black gold. That means they're so used to seeing black people on TV, athletes, entertainers, because they export our culture. And when they export black culture, a lot of times it's through the music, right? Through the movies, through the athletics. So when you go somewhere else, it happens to me all the time. Oh, black gold. They looking at you like, you're real? Right? Like people have a fascination with it. Instagram is hurting that brand because everybody sees everybody all the time now, but it still happens. So, and then you know who that is. That ain't even like black gold. That's Ja Morant gold. That's Ja Morant platinum. Man, I bet they was out there in that Club Hamburger eating. And y'all like, where y'all go? What you doing? And then he like, man, look, you doing the most. We had to come back and do shoot around. I ain't got to do shoot around like you. We talking about practice. Not a game. Not a game. Practice. Something like that. It felt like that. It felt like that. Tell me if y'all believe it or not. I don't know. I don't know. It just looked like they were talking about the night before. Club Hamburger for real. Oh, man. Froggy says that's some beta behavior. I don't know what that means. And plus, even if it is, I don't care. Like, I hate when we as men got to have a certain way of being a man. You ain't got to be a man by just hunting deer, right? Going to the factory and then coming home and only saying 3 words to your family. That ain't being a man. That's an alpha, though. Shut it. Be a beta then. Go home and say, hey, babies, how you doing? Hey, honey, you need something to eat? I'm in the kitchen. I'm here to help. All right, you better say it now, because once I sit down, ooh, about to watch this game, alpha. No, I'm not. I'm watching WNBA, baby. Beta. Look, stop. Catch yourself, brother, when you say that silly stuff. You're not dumb, you're not stupid, but that was stupid. in a jest way, but for real. Stop. Miss me with the beta alpha stuff. Like, they try to categorize us any way they can, and you fall for it. I'm an alpha. I wish somebody would walk up to me and say, I played football for 25 years. Never did I ever ask, 38 said, who's an alpha? Never do when I knock somebody out or when somebody concuss me that I say, oh, smelling salt. Oh, are you an alpha? Give a fuck what you are. You just did. It ain't what you are, it's what you just did. That's who you are to me right now. God dang, you can't play. Damn, you're a beast. Simple as that. So let's beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. And then let's get into this. KG is pissed at the NBA. He said, I know why y'all messed up. I know what's wrong with the NBA. Let's speed this up too, because it's a long one. We got a lot to talk about. We got people defending Stephen A. Smith. We got Donald Trump, Elon Musk. We talking about insurrection. Oh, it's going down out here. Sellouts, Ludacris and Nelly. What the hell are y'all doing? Et cetera, et cetera. Let's get into it.
Different ways to score the ball, affect the game, passing.
Because we always looked at, like, if he got that super athleticism, he could be like, like Kobe, he could be the best player in the league.
Explosion. Then all of a sudden the league shifted to skills and shot making. And it wasn't so much about your athleticism. You know what? You know we don't see so much? We don't see nobody getting dunked on.
I love this dude too much. Just general, but also specifically for the way he commentates. I love that he is everybody's uncle or everybody's granddaddy. They done had a little Seagram 7, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of that gin. And then all of a sudden he's like, and he just be cursing and just be keeping it real, but he be saying stuff. But I love the fact that how he says athleticism, he said athleticism. You hear that? That was gangster.
Ain't nobody going downhill. Right. Ain't nobody going downhill, boy. Guess what? Listen, man, ain't nobody going downhill, so ain't nobody attacking the basket. And if they got a layup, they take the layup. But nobody attacking the basket. Right. That's too much. Listen, bro, that's why I laugh at basketball. Everybody who knows basketball know that the most important part of the game is the midi. Because listen, if I get Paul to come down and he got 10 chances to take a three, let's say out of 10 chances he got 5. Let's say 5 and 5. He got 5 chances to get to the cup. If I sag and let Paul shoot all 10 threes, he didn't affect me at all. If he made him miss it, that's on him. But he ain't got no fouls on me. I'm still fresh.
You still fresh.
Man, he ain't affecting the game at all. So the 3-ball, bro, it makes you lazy, especially if I hit a couple. I told y'all, man, when I used to play Josh Smith, I used to pray to Jehovah God, let him make this 3. And then I'd go like this. God damn, I got to get out there. And then Josh Smith come down, he'll shoot it. I'm like, God damn it. He not hit 2, drop. Hit Doc, get out there to Josh Smith. I look at Armand, wink my eye, wink. Third, fourth quarter comes, Josh stop.
Out there playing chess.
I'm playing chess. I'm playing chess.
Mentally,
boy, he ain't coming. Man, when Josh Smith used to come down here crossing that ball, Lamar Odom, same thing. Man, I figured to settle for that. Man, I figured it out. If I'm gonna give something up, I'm gonna give this 3 up. You know why? Because if he gets comfortable with that, he's not attacking.
Right.
Now, see, this is why this is so interesting. This is why it's so necessary to have these kind of conversations. And, I'm a guest on everyone's show, it feels like. Like, this is what I learned from my DJing. This is why I do a show like this. People always say, bring Max on, bring on guests, bring on this. I was like, we got different shows for that. We'll get that. But this one is different because as a DJ, the thing that really hooked me, if you guys ever heard of DJ AM, rest in peace, one of the great DJs, hip-hop DJs. I was really cool with DJ AM. I used to DJ, as you guys know, and I was doing some club in LA, and he's DJ AM. And he in the booth with me. And he watching me go. And I was like, man, this is an honor. Like, we just chopping it up. We exchange information. I was like, the first time. And then we just stayed in touch. And I'm DJing. He's like, oh, you really can DJ. Now, there wasn't really celebrity DJing, so he didn't even go there. He was just like a football player. I'm in the league. And he's like, you really can DJ. I was like, oh, yeah, I love it too much. But the point is, you know what he told me? And this is crazy. And it got me hooked on it. And it actually was the seed that was planted for this show and for this moment, for right here. He said, when you DJ, you're a producer of every song ever. Think about it. Because if I'm playing something, what's my DJ's name? Cut creator, cut, clap your hands. I just made 2 songs that you wasn't even thinking about go together like that. So who gets credit? Quincy Jones? You know what I mean? Who gets credit for that? Me. Who gets credit for that? Rick Rubin? Me. I did that. And so in this, I can stop them right now. I ain't on their show. I know KG, I know Paul, obviously. But I get to cut in right now and do it. What we need to know is athletes think like this. I'm setting this fool up. Oh, thank you. That's easier. That's the way to do it. I want that. Shoot that 3. Go ahead. Do you. What's your percentage going to be? 30-something? Go ahead. Enjoy it. Analytics came in and said, shut up, athletes, you dumb jocks. We don't want them shooting 3s. He make 3 of those. That's 9 points. That's 1 fewer possession than if he made 2s. It would take 4 to 5 possessions. See how they got to meet? See how they got to come together? Like the athlete, stop. Miss me with all this possession talk. And the smart guy with the calculator, Mike McDaniel, before he got to Miami, is like, I don't know about that. I didn't know about that. I love that. I thought that was fascinating.
I'm winning that. Right. Then I'm still fresh for a quarter. Let's get it. So in thinking like that, man, the 3-ball has made some of our superstars dope because the shot making, but it's also made them not as aggressive and putting pressures on defense.
I agree with that. I like the fact that they put angles in the pick and roll to set up them shots. You know, they ain't just jacking 3s. You know, they get in that what they call it, that angle action. You know, come off it midget, hold it big, move it around, drive and kick, and it's more of that.
I got to stop him. I was just about to stop him before he said midget hole. Hey, everybody want to act Ja Morant. Everybody want to be tougher than they probably really are. Have you ever met a person who had a more accurate persona than Tony Allen? Like, think about it. He ain't trying to act hard. He ain't trying to do nothing, but he is. That is Mr. He is. You already know. Good luck. Good luck. When they were having that beef for Kenya Martin and Draymond Green, insert Tony Allen into that. Draymond, what you gonna do? Tony Allen fouls you hard. Tony Allen hits you with the flagrant. What you gonna do? Yeah, me too.
Opposed to, you know, how we had it back in the day, inside out basketball.
Do you think because today's game is built for more ones, why don't we see more ones opportunities? Like Shea is probably the only person I see come down because he got the green light. I job sometimes, but you know what I'm saying?
Everybody ain't got ones. Huh? Everybody ain't got the ones. It's a ones league now because everything's a switch. Yep. So I don't see like no real offensive systems. Everybody do the same thing: pick and roll, dribble handoff, dribble fade. I mean, it ain't like systems. Ain't no more flex. Ain't no more defensive systems. Ain't no more offensive systems. Just like you got to go to work. If you ain't got a guard that can get 30, man,
you got to know that if the wings are being denied, bro, you got ones. Yeah. Like I see somebody looking for a handoff or looking for. I'm like, bro, if the wings denied, bro, you got the gap right there. That's what I'm saying, man. I think, man, this is a whole deep conversation, but in the conversation what we talk about now, man, this is why IQ is everything. Because you got to know that. You got to know if I can't get the ball to Paul and I can't get the ball to TA over here, oh, man, I got someone. Now you got to have the bag to be able to get by this guy. Right. Who the biggest surprise for you right now?
League today.
Huh?
TA couldn't be in the league today.
Shit, you got Dunn in the league. Hold on. I seen the few.
TA got more ones than people give him credit for.
Now, you know what?
He got more ones than people give him credit for.
Everything I let though, TA, before he became like
this defensive stopper,
he can get buckets.
Right.
I forgot. He was getting like, he was averaging like 18, 20 a game.
Right.
People don't even know that. When I got hurt, he had an opportunity to show his offensive repertoire. He was getting 20 that week. I'll give him that though. But he understood what his role was going to be in the league, and that's what you young folks got to understand. Because TA was a 20-point scorer, and he understood the longevity of being in the league. Everybody, y'all all can't be stars, but you could be a star in your role, and that's why his jersey's retired. That's why he's known as one of the great defenders. So you young players, if y'all learn that part, because what you did in high school, you might can't do in college. What you do in college, you might not do in the league. Like Pat.
Boom. Scout and top agent. Shout out to my boy Lucas, who is a partner at Clutch Sports, obviously, with Rich Paul and those guys, right? But we were talking about this, just basketball in a broad sense. And I coach his son, at least I did last year, championship. Shout out to my young man, Jack. That was my dude. That was my number one. And my daughter was our number 2. And we won because we fed our number 3. Our 3 was better than their 3. Everybody else kind of got neutralized except Jack was balling. So we were talking about this, and it's amazing. I'm going to do a video on it. I already got it loaded up. Guys in high school who are like role players in the NBA, you're like, he all right, he's sorry, he's suspect, whatever. That guy was averaging 27 in high school, right? But you know, in high school, see, this is fool's gold. In high school, you got the bag, you got more than he got. Cool. You know the next level, which is college, we're going to put you around people that know how to deal with that. Because right now, you just a big, you're the man child in your neighborhood. You out here in Corona killing everybody. Because ain't that many of those guys from Corona going to make it to the NBA. But we're going to funnel this down. And track and field shows you that more than any other sport as a kid. Because you can win your neighborhood. I'm going to sign up for the track team. You go on your track team. You got the local meets. I'm going down to Long Beach, and I'm beating everyone in Long Beach and Linwood and Compton. Yeah, I'm fast. Then they say, let's have the city meet. All of a sudden, the inner city come. Dorsey show up. Crenshaw show up. Then they say, oh, let's go have this regional state meet. And then you got everybody from California. Then you got the regional. You got Arizona shopping in, Nevada shopping in. Then they say, let's go to the nationals. And then you got everybody, New York, Louisiana, Florida. They all showing up. And you're like, damn. How many races I got to win to get paid, right? You got to keep going. And then they say international. You show up to Eugene, Oregon. Next thing you know, you're talking to somebody. You say, hey, what's your name? He said, Buddis. You say, what? You say, what race you running? Funny? You say, what? My name is Buddis. I'm running Fud. He's running the 400. His name is Boris. He's from Germany. His mama was at the club with John Morant. Jesus. Club hamburger. And then he go out there and smoke you. You didn't see that coming, did you? So that 27-point score from high school turns into, okay, you know in college, 5 wides, pass it, oh, let's go, Hoyas. Waste the whole damn shot clock, and then finally somebody dribble penetrates and kicks out dish. College basketball. Then you get to the pros, and you had a 27-point-a-game bag in high school. Now, put the bag up. We're good. Just defend. Shoot an open shot. We'll be good. That's what they do. That's how it goes. That's what Paul Pierce just said.
Beverly averaged 30 in college, in high school. And he became one of the best defenders, but that wasn't his role. So you got to understand what your role going to be if you want to make it to the next level.
And that's a business decision.
For sure.
What's going to keep you on the floor out here?
Right.
When bro locked up, bro, in game 3, and we was all out down by 22, we all need to get back. And then, okay, bring us home. Listen, bro. Man, that's a business.
16 and 6 for T as a starter when you were hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, turn me up, chat. Turn me up. The W's in the chat. For sure. Let's get it.
And remember what I told you? You're killing.
No, hey, I'll never forget. I'll never forget when you come through the tunnel. We going out.
Blah blah blah. That was a good topic right there because it shows you the ins and outs and how there's competing interests. Like the analytics have forced their way into it, and who wants to be wrong, right? Be real. If somebody asks you what's 2 + 2, what you gonna say? 4. What if somebody grabbed a calculator, no doubt, and then they went like this? I'm gonna do it right here. And they did this to you. How am I hit the wrong button live? Man, I'm suck. All right, here we go. Ready? What's 2 + 2? 4. 2 plus, and then it go like this. 2, 4. Yeah, I'm right. What if that didn't say that? What if it said that? 6. You'd be like, would you doubt it? What if the thing that's supposed to be smarter than you, objective, says something that you didn't say? It only works really with uncertainty. It only works when you're not 100% sure. What's your name? Marcellus. You sure? Man, move, fool. You all right? You on drugs? Now, Marcellus, were you a great player in the NFL? Yeah, I was great for a moment. See how it goes? Then he starts saying, I don't know about that. Or if he said, were you a great player in the NFL? I said, I was all right. He said, no. And then he pump you up. Point is, you can't have any, there's hit dogs holler. It has to be a snag. It has to be something waggling in the wind for it to even grab hold of and then take it. So what was that with the NBA? Because we already knew what balling looked like. We already knew what basketball was. How did the analytics come in here and grab something and unravel it all? What was wrong with the NBA in the first place? What happened? Evolution. No. How did the technology and mindset and everything shift to a calculator? When did that happen? Why did that happen? How did that happen? Come on, son. Ain't it wild? That's how the game goes. That's how the game goes. All right, so beat up in the comments before I get to this. Get my calculator, clear it out. Gilbert Arenas, he talking about, once again, we going overseas. We talking about in German. Everybody always laud and everyone always slobbing up all these damn European players. Gilbert like, chill. It ain't what you think it is. Beat it up in the comments. All right, so Yo Mike Lowe says Boris Burger. Yeah, you know his mama was in them streets at John Morant's. Oh, my God. Devin Bell says, would you go on Stephen A's show if invited? That would be a healthy conversation with respect, I believe. I'm not against going on anybody's show. I'm just not going to do it for an intention of, like, clearing the air or we got a beef. No. I believe, like I always do on this show, if I know something about somebody, what do I always stop myself? I say, I've never said anything good about that person. So therefore, I'm not going to say who they are. I got to lead with good. I'm a big energy person. So if your energy is to confront me, if your energy is some Anton Daniel, Corey Holcomb, I'm not. I don't need to be right. I don't need to be validated. I know what I am. Do you? Well, if you do, then we got to either come in peace. Oh, why am I going over there? Because we disagree. Well, good. This world is full of disagreement. It's supposed to be done respectfully. So there's certain things I just won't engage in because I know it could go off the rails and it's nothing but some good theater for the clicks and view. I got kids. I don't want my kids one day seeing me getting yelled at or yelling at somebody or step outside or, oh, you dummy. So the way I ensure that that's going to happen is you actually called me before. You actually cared about me before. You actually invited me on there before, and I went, or it didn't work out in a good way. But if it's waiting for the smoke, and that's not Stephen A. so much, it's just anybody. If you just waiting for the smoke, and then I come on there to clear the smoke, I could breathe in it. I could breathe in smoke. I'm from LA. I'm used to smog. I am healthy in smoke. Trust me. So I think a lot of times them cats be wanting me or anybody else to make them feel better. I'm not the one that needs to be, like, validated or you ain't going to trigger me. Like, I'll stay over here, you stay over there. This world is big enough for both of us. Are you kidding me? So that's my mindset. If somebody comes in the right spirit, yeah. Other than that, I go on anybody's show if we ain't got that kind of like, oh, you trying to, you know, if it's going to keep you up all in night and you got to go on ChatGPT and write 2 pages of notes just to say, I'm going to combat him with this. If he says this, I'm going here. Man, move, man. Just keep talking. Deal? All right, any more in the comments? No, let's get to this. Let's talk about the European players who are taking over, allegedly.
Statement. Because the best players in the league is international players, but what type of international players? The big ones, the bigs, right? The Jokic, the Giannis, right? Luka's all of 6'9", 6'10" at his size. For a guard, right? Shea is an international. I mean, Shea is in Euro, but where is Shea at? Closer to America, right? So he gets his game carved. The best 2 point guards from international basketball would be who? MVPs. Both came from Canada, right? The Euro point guard, the best Euro point guard in history is Luka first, Tony Parker second, right? From the 1, 2, and 3, Euro is lacking. Right? Speed-wise, can't keep up with the athleticism, right? Their bigs, that's another story. Their 4s and their 5s are destroying the NBA, and you could have seen it a long time ago if you watched the game. When I came in the NBA, and they had the old Vlade Divac in there, and he had passing skills, but when you talked about the Turkalukes, you're talking about the Dirk, what they possessed was guard-like talent at that size. Meaning their bigs also learned how to dribble, pass, shoot, and do big man stuff. So the advantage for the European 6'9" and above is they are taught guard skills. So when they come over here, they have everything. They can play guard, they can play power forward, they can bring inside, outside game.
Okay, let's talk through this because this is something that you guys may be falling prey to and don't even get it yet. So your kid is bigger than most, maybe the biggest, whatever it may be. A lot of times this happens in youth sports. This is how the programming happens, especially in America, because we're not trying to homeschool all our kids. Some of them are. I know some homeschool 9-year-olds, homeschool for basketball, for real. So that's not our way yet. So we're not doing young professionals. But at the same time, you see now how NIL is creeping down. Guess what's going to come with that money? Structure. Homeschooling. There are already some hybrid academies out there like Heritage Academy where you focus in on sports, but you do some school too, you know? But it's like a 80-20 in terms of sports first. Not student-athlete, athlete-student. Anyway, so your son is big. And your son is good. He can dribble. He can shoot. He's just big. But then he signs up on a team, and next thing you know, he's on a team with little Timmy. Now, little Timmy is little, but he can dribble. He can shoot, but he little. Guess who's the 1? Guess who's the 2? Not your son. Your son's now a 5. Okay, that's cool. But now, guess what? Playing a 5, guess who doesn't ever work on dribbling in game time situations anymore? Your son, who's big, who used to could dribble, who still can dribble. Let me say that the right way. He just ain't getting opportunities. He do it at home. He on the Dribble Up app. I'm kind of living through that experience right now. My son is playing like a 4 or 5, when really, if you had to say it, he's like a 3. He's super fast. Big, almost the biggest, but not the biggest, but the fastest. And come on, he's like a Westbrook, but he's bigger. He'll miss a layup. He's going too fast, but he got a 3 ball. He can shoot now. He's a better shooter than he's ever been, and he's fast. But guess what? He's playing out of position. How long do you continue that? Because you know what? You look up, now all of a sudden that big old kid who used to be able to do all those things is limited. Back to the basket back in the days. Now, forward facing or shoot a 3. He Brook Lopez. But he used to be able to do it all. You know, could have been Wemby, but he ain't over there. He's not in a position where he can work on all his skills. Not in game time situations. Not in a all-day work for basketball situation. So be careful. You got that big old kid, that man child, but you're not training him to be little. Or you got that little kid that you ain't training to be big. Whatever it is counterbalances. I'm going to tell you at the highest level of sports, your plan A ain't it. Plan A ain't going to work. My favorite move was a rip move. Good luck trying to get that rip move off of Jonathan Ogden and them. Nah, you got to have a counter. Okay? You got to be a counter puncher. You got to have a plan A. Yeah, that's good, that's good, that's good. Okay, they're going to do something. Oh, it works here and there. Okay. But then, boom, rip spin. Right? Dent rip. Now I got you.
So when you're saying they're destroying, it's the same 2-3 people. That's not all of them. When you say it's a takeover means more than fucking 6 people. There's fucking 450 people in the NBA. Stop saying the same 6 people. Those 6 people, yes, dominating. But when you're saying Euro takeover, meaning there has to be at least a 60 to 70% of them dominating the sport. Stop naming the same 3 or 4 players. That's just better than everybody. Jokic is just better than everybody. Luka, offensively, better than everybody. He possesses a different skill. Wemby, taller. He's not considered as dominant as the other ones, but we already see his projection. Giannis, his motor is better than everybody's. How he plays the game itself. Embiid, he was better than that. These are all big men that have the height and the skill level to dominate this game.
Trust me. Grab your kids, skill them up. Okay? Drill them up. God and sleep is going to take care of how big they are. And if they big, train them little. If they little, train them big. Because then all of a sudden the little kid ain't scared of contact. Little kid ain't scared to find his bag. Kyrie Irving, I find my bag wherever I'm at on this court. Steph Curry, you can't even get to their shot. They live in the paint. They lay up kings. Reverse layups, underhands, 3-level layups. They like, what you gonna do? Train them opposite. That's what they're doing in Euro. That's the recipe.
And then you have so many few guards from your 1s, your 2s, and your 3s. And that's the sad part about it. Like, I think Shea is the last guard to win MVP, right, since James Harden, if I'm not mistaken, right? The big man, that's what Jokic, Giannis, and Embiid was doing was what the 90s was doing outside of MJ. They were dominating the game. But when you're talking about Euro as a whole group, I mean, come on.
I do start to hate.
Stop playing. Blah, blah, blah. And real spit, though, look, Euro doesn't have it honed in yet because of the athleticism gap, like America, you know? Being real, America has this athleticism gap still on the whole world. Now, you see it. Watch the Olympics. You see it because you get to see all the countries come together and you get to see where you're really from and you start to watch. Watch track and field. Watch the 100-meter. You start to see it sprinkled everywhere. Oh, it's fast guys everywhere. But then you watch the relay and you're like, oh, it's fast guys everywhere. But we're faster. But damn it, we keep missing the handoffs. Damn it, we keep running out of zone. Damn it, we not as efficient because we don't practice handoffs. We practice handoffs the week of the Olympics. These suckers are doing it every single day for 4 years. So the next thing you know, you get into the damn Olympics and you see Japan. You're like, they ain't faster than us. Damn, Japan, what they doing? It look like this. You be like, he didn't hand the baton off. No, that's somebody else. He just handed it off so smooth. So we got to get into that space, you know, just work on the game like that. So beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. It's fascinating, man. If you know, for the athletics, the reason I love athletics is because it keep these kids out the streets. It's not to make them go pro and get paid. It can end there, but it starts with, yo, come on now. I want you to be somebody. I want you to be something. I want you to be committed to something. I want you to know that things are bigger than you at times. I want you to know that things are greater than you at times. And at the same time, you got to know how much you contribute to things. That's the beauty of sports. You learn that. Okay, so beat it up in the comments. Let's talk through that as we're going to get to LaShawn McCoy, who's going to talk us through. They call him a traitor. People hating on him. They say, because you hating on Philly and you Mr. Philly. How you going to do that, Sean? Let's hear it.
Last year, he did not throw the ball well either. You want to talk about the Super Bowl. Cool. But get into the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is one game. It's the most important game. I get it. But it's one game. You got to get there. And when we got there, we didn't do a lot of exotic offensive motions. Different. We didn't do none of that last year. Right? The difference was there was holes the size of Care Bear, and our running back is one of the best talented running backs you ever going to find. So we got away with it. Why do you think players are freaking reading books at halftime? The truth. And I think about it as like a GM or owner would love to have the talent that we have on our offense. And just imagine, we have an offense where, last year included, we got all these talented, high-paid wide receivers, high-paid quarterback, and we can't throw the ball. So this is a question that needs to be answered. And then I look into it. I looked the same plays last year. We did not have a crazy-looking offense last year. We ran the ball well. The defense played well. That's the truth. People don't want to hear the truth, but the truth is somewhere in the coordinator and the quarterback. And one thing I know about football, we're going to do what's comfortable for the quarterback. So when you don't see a lot of different exotic looks, you don't see a lot of motions, you don't see a lot of condensed splits, you don't see different things that you might see in other creative offenses, why is that?
Here's a question. Now, I know the running joke is, what are you talking about, Shady, in Super Bowls? What you did in the Super Bowl? I can't make that joke because I ain't even been to no Super Bowl, but he's been there like I've been there, like watching it. Let me stop. That's a good joke. Anyway, real spit. You may not be comfortable as an offensive coordinator calling certain plays for Jalen Hurts because that doesn't fit his skill set or it doesn't fit in terms of his acumen, his bandwidth, his wherewithal. He's not able to do this. So let me take you behind the scenes. Tom Brady was one of the ones that really revolutionized the option plays, right? Not RPOs. I'm talking about pass play options. So Fred Taylor, I know, played in New England, and I remember chopping it up with Tangy and other players that I know that played in New England, and they said, yo, our routes are based off of their defense and how they're defending us, right? And their influence. So a lot of times a defender will come up to you and he's shaded to the inside. That same route that we called that was going to be an inside route is now an option outside route. Wes Welker, king of it. Why they couldn't guard Wes Welker? Damn, that's a say that 3 times fast. Wes Welker, Wes Welker. Why you couldn't guard him? It's simple. He just reading your shades. Wherever you are, I'm not. Wherever you are, I'm not. Wherever you are, I'm not. You retreat, I'm stopping. You press me, I'm going off. You go left or I go right. And Brady just doing this. Okay. We running a shot clock here. Our offensive line, good, great. Sorry, I don't care. I'm getting the ball out. This is why I don't give any credit to anybody who's sitting there and saying, oh, it's because of offensive line. Yesterday, I ran that Justin Herbert clip to show you how much duress he's under. No excuse, but damn, he good. He's still doing good stuff with that, but still, no excuse. You better get it right. Decisive quarterback. Gone. How you get a touchdown? A gang of first downs. Simple as that. So Shady breaking that down. Either they don't think he has the arm talent or they don't think he has the brain power. Because a lot of these plays, you can't call a complex play and then get up there and you like, this ain't going to work. I need somebody who's going to say, yeah, it is. All we got to do is abbreviate here, edit here, maneuver there. Let's go. 38. Check. Rambo. Peyton Manning. I played against these dudes. They come out and something, they look, they say, oh, no. Check Rambo, rifle. Fake call, real call. Let's go. And then sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But it worked more than it didn't.
Yeah. That's all that I'm saying.
But here's the thing, 2-5. A lot of people are trying to suggest that you didn't call out A.J. Brown. People know publicly A.J. Brown's your dog. And you didn't call out A.J. after he had 2 to 3 drops in that game.
Well, I said A.J. played bad. He had a bad game. He played bad.
But people are saying, because now let me have you. I'm going to speak on behalf of the people so you can address all the non.
I cannot speed up Acho, huh? That's too much. It worked for Shady. It works great for Colin. Acho already talking fast. But oh, well, we almost done.
Sense, if you will, what they said. Jalen is limiting the offense. But what about last year when Jalen did have some motions, when there were some pre-snap movement, when Kellen Moore did use pre-snap motion, when Kellen Moore was under center and the offense wasn't limited? Like, what about the fact that Jalen has historically been able to navigate more complex offense?
That's not true, though. That sounds good. That's not true. You forget people was reading books.
Yeah.
Why are you reading a book? You ain't getting the ball. Another thing I want to tell the people, because right, you might not understand this, but you might. So AJ did not have a good game. He dropped a lot of balls, and you can't cry for ball and drop it. So I get that part. But another part is, and I was talking to Jason Avant about this, guys like Deshaun Jackson, Jamar Chase's, AJ Brown's, they gonna run their routes a certain way every time, hard, right? And they don't get the ball. Now at the 8th, 9th time, it ain't gonna be the same. The 3rd string dude, the 4th string wide receiver, they're always gonna run the route the same way. You know why? Because he's not a superstar. He has to do that.
Yeah. That is genius. Round of applause. God dang. Oh, that was genius. Basically, hey, bro, I'm used to something. Like a divorce. What happens? What do they use to justify all that? I'm used to a certain lifestyle. Somebody could take you to the bank. Jeff Bezos get divorced right now. I know he got the prenup, but somebody could say, nah, I need $150 billion. Why? Because I'm used to that type of lifestyle. I'll take half off, 150 billion, because I'm used to that lifestyle. If I'm a receiver, I'm number one. BDP, KRS-One, I'm still number one. You gotta feed me. I'm used to eating that much. If not, things ain't gonna look the same. Just like a bodybuilder. They always got protein. They go to the gym, they got a damn protein container. Tupperware in their car. Gotta keep this thing going. Protein everywhere. You stop that, the muscles start looking different, don't they? Woo. Say it again, Shady.
You get what I mean? Like, and I'm not giving AJ a pass. Nah, you gotta catch the rock. You're an all-pro type player. You that good. You have to do that. But I just hate how, and I guess I'm guilty of it too. Last year, we win in games. We find ways to win. It don't matter, right? Win is a quarterback stat. We won. So I don't care. We won a Super Bowl, whatever. But when you really break down, last year we had the same exact issues. Matter of fact, in the first couple of games, we stopped even throwing the ball. We had a couple, 2-3 games where we lost, close games, and we stopped throwing it. We ran everything. And if I'm just saying, Saquon Barkley doesn't have them crazy games, and the offensive line wasn't blocking amazing like they did, we would be in the same situation because now the running game is not working this year. Now we got to throw it, and we can't. The problem was always there. The defense was still really, really good this year like it was last year. What's the difference? The difference is we couldn't run the ball. There's a lot of games where even the playoffs when we played the Rams, Saquon had 200 yards, and that still was a close game. Jalen had a long run, hit a long run in the first quarter.
Yep, opening game up.
And after that, he had 128 yards passing.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking there's other teams that can throw the ball with way less talent. Now, why we can't throw the ball?
He wants to say so bad without losing his loyalty bonus points with the Philadelphia Eagles organization, which I totally understand how you feel trapped, brother. Totally feel that. But he want to say, man, Jalen Hurts ain't it, dog. I mean, he's saying everything about it. You read the dictionary and it has one word and it has that dash and then it has number 1 and it gives you that explanation. Number 2, explanation, definition. Number 3, explanation, definition, right? He is giving us 4 or 5 minutes of definition, and we know what the word is. Gone. He wants Jalen out of there if Philly's going to consistently be what Philly can be, which is probably a true Super Bowl contender. But I think Acho is correct in pushing back. Aren't they still?
Lamar Jackson, they gave him Derrick Henry. Now they run the ball extremely well, right? Everybody's running the ball. He had 1,800 yards. And then Lamar had a great passing season too. Because if you can run the ball, you can throw the ball. That's how it works. We couldn't do that. And I had to take time and really, because even before the game started, right, I was super hyped. We're going to beat the Niners. And then I've been watching games, like that whole 2 weeks, I've been watching games from last year. And I'm like, damn, Shady, you know what? Yo, we've been struggling to throw the rock. Just that we won a Super Bowl last year and our running back had the best rushing year of all time.
Yeah. I think their lack of a run game this season made the Jalen Hurts issues more prominent. And I think that's always been the case. In 22, 23, and 24, the Philadelphia Eagles had a top 10 running game. In 2 of those years, they had a top 5 running game.
Did he play ball, Care Bear? Blah, blah, blah. Or that's just out your homeboy. I know y'all watch, so y'all got to be my homie. Sometimes I just don't know, okay? But let me know what Care Bear's background is. Because I don't know his real name, so it's like, how I'm going to find out. But y'all know, and y'all watch this show. I hope you do. Rock with him. All right, let's get into this. My player experience is this. The limitations of your quarterback is not just going to affect you guys in terms of wins and losses, not just in terms of points, but it's going to affect you guys in terms of energy and esteem and your confidence. Like, when you got that dude at quarterback, even as a defender, you're like, we got the ultimate eraser. You know how it is. Every time you watch a game, and then they be like, ooh, this team just scored. They've been down the whole game. They just scored. But they left a lot of time on the clock for blank. And once you leave a lot of time on the clock for blank, and blank is a dude, they wouldn't even say it unless he was a dude. And he's a dude, duck. He coming. Bop. Because receivers are open on almost every play. They say every play, but I can say almost for sure. They are. It's impossible to guard somebody. D-backs, hardest job. Hardest. Dudes are fast. They quick. They ocho cinco feet. They open. You can you could be guarding all of this. And I'm just doing this, and I just turn. I can run an in-out route. So I'm going to go in. And right here, somebody could turn, Aaron Rodgers or whoever you want to say, put that thing right there. Like, as soon as I turn, that thing stick on you. You can't drop it. It sticks on you. And what do we always hear? Great defense, better offense. Better offense always beat defense. That's why I don't understand people always say defense wins championships. Yeah, when they couldn't play football for real. Now, the best defense is a better offense. Are you kidding me? You give me a quarterback, I beat you. We lost our championship, itty bitties, you know me. We lost our 10-year-old championship. My son went crazy. He had 7 touchdowns in 2 games. He was acting a donkey. Couldn't do it. He ain't the quarterback. He the running back. He tried. They had a quarterback. This little 10-year-old was feathering footballs. He on the travel team. Now, we lost to their travel team, so they've been playing together for 4 years. No excuse, but they've been playing together for 4 years, all seasons, so that's 16 seasons. 4 seasons per year, 4 years. They got a quarterback. Watch this dude. He went like this. 2 plays there, I was like, oh, shit. In my head, I don't want to tell the kid. I was like, we ain't going to beat this boy because we can't stop him from doing this. First play that I saw there, I was like, he different. I knew he could throw, but I was like, he different. They put a dude out there in trips. No, they motioned the dude to the trips to make it trips. And he said, set height. And guess what he did? Ran under it. The kid ran under it. My kids ain't used to that, running under. They just looking at him. He going. The ball dropped here. They dropped it, though. The boy dropped it. I said, damn. And I literally said, that was the best play that didn't work. That was like one of the best plays I've seen that didn't work. He comes back next drive or 2. Guess what he does? Quick out route. It's 4th and goal. They got to throw it. Game is like 20-12. Like, we could stop them. We 1 possession away. They ran a quick out against a 10-year-old. Soon he turned, that ball went stuck on his face. He didn't even put his hands up. He just, touchdown. I was like, God dang. That's how the game goes, y'all. You can't beat a great quarterback. Tom Brady showed you. Find the next one. Caleb Williams, maybe? Who else? Matthew Stafford? We almost could look at this year and say whoever has got the great quarterback might do it because all the old guard is Josh Allen might do it. Ain't no Mahomes. Ain't no Lamar Jackson. We'll see. Beat up in the comments. Oh, I love a tremendous quarterback. I hate everybody dancing around it. Dog, I play DN. It's a beautiful position. It ain't the quarterback. I could have 4 sacks and we get beat by 50. If the quarterback has 4 touchdowns, I think we might win. It's hard to lose when you score 4 touchdowns as a quarterback. Hard. You run that. Run that actuary. I wanted to see. All right, let's get into it. Stephen A. Smith, people coming at your head. People defending you, too. Y'all know who Ray Daniels is? I do.
I hate when people diss him. Like, it bothers me that all these black people dissing Stephen A. is pissing me off because that it tells me you have never watched him.
Yeah. You ain't never seen how hard he works.
You don't see how hard he goes for black folk.
Yeah.
And another thing that you don't see is when the thing that you got to understand is something about sports commentary, because I just speak about it since we're here. The thing you have to understand about sports commentary and Stephen A. Smith that I got to say is that sports is not about race. It's always about greatness and results. Yeah. That's all sports is about. I could love Allen Iverson, but if he got fucking killed by Luka, I love Allen Iverson, but Luka's a better player. It's like, it's not. So sports is the only thing that I think that outlasts race, where it's bigger than race, right?
I think people's issue with Stephen A. is that he's so ready
No,
attack.
hear me out. I'm about to get on the point. That's my point.
Or the black woman.
That's my point. Let me get
chill, bro.
That's the point.
Just chill.
The point is that he attacks everybody who's not doing something great. That's what sports commentators do. Yeah. He did attack Jasmine Crockett, but he didn't attack her.
Yeah, he attacked what she
He
said.
just said, how do you expect to get something done doing that? That's the same way you would say to Mike Tomlin. How do you expect to get the team to play for you when you're calling them dumbasses, right? It's like, you see what I'm trying to say? So all Stephen A. was doing was bringing a sports commentary to a race and politics, and that was a fucking mistake. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good point. Give him some love. Be real. Great point right there. You see what I'm saying? Like, I like to just call it, I call balls, strikes. You can try and do the score of who I'll take care of or not. I look at it like that too. I look at it like you did something. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what you just did. It ain't that deep. And Stephen A. Smith is learning. It's all learned behavior. We're all learning. Oh, this doesn't work over here and that doesn't work over there. And in politics, it's a whole different animal. Right? Because you're talking about people's deeper emotions than even sports. And they're fanatics in sports. But I don't think in sports you see people willing to die for their team, willing to die for their favorite player, willing to die for their franchise. Huh? Do you? But in politics, oh yeah, I've seen protesters. We're going to do it. We got topics coming up, insurrection and all that. Willing to risk it all for that ideology, willing to risk it all. Okay? There's no assassinations of franchise players, no assassinations of coaches, but there have been of politicians, of presidents, protesters. Y'all get it? So when you go over there, just know this is the deep end. This is not a swimming pool. This is an aquatic center. You ever been to an aquatic center? Like in LA 28, they're gonna have the swimming competition at the Rose Bowl, aquatic center. That means it ain't 8 feet over there. That's 30 feet. I've been there. Greg Louganis one time. Oh, that was scary.
Because that world that they live in, they need enemies. See, right now, they need Stephen A. to be the enemy of Jasmine Crockett so people can rally around Jasmine Crockett. That's what they're doing right now. Yeah. Like, Stephen A. has nothing to do with it. Like, bro, this dude has been on. I've been watching Stephen A. since he was on Cold Pizza with Skip and motherfucking Woody. Right? So, like, I watched him get fired from ESPN, get brought back, work his way up through Skip, have to do a match, work his way up to becoming the number one. You know how hard that is to be the number one broadcaster in the face of sports and to be black at that. This man made it to mountains that and by the way, you guys that are talking about him, y'all made it to the mountains by complaining about complaining about the life. Like, Stephen A. is in sports world. You don't complain about life. Like, dog, listen, LeBron got 4. But I do think that kick that they gave him a package when they kicked Draymond Green out of game 5. Game 6. No.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But that's my point. But my point is that I can feel that way. But he still got that 4th championship. And that's so Stephen A. talks like that for politics. And it doesn't work. Because, it doesn't work. It's not working in the black community and everybody's attacking him. But I promise y'all, that man has done more for the black community. I watched him. He's done more, and if not more, the exact amount as every person criticizing him.
Now, let's talk about that, because if you really want some receipts on that, I've taken that into account as well. I've noticed that whatever you want to say, black community. First of all, I don't believe in that, but I do know what you mean when you say it. So I'm not going to push and be an ass and be like, oh, what's the black community? But it's just whatever that loud, that roar that comes from, like, it seems like all people are saying it. Black Twitter, whatever you want to say. But what's black community? Because I'm black community. Right? I don't hate on Stephen A. Smith. I criticize things when he race baits. I criticize when he kills somebody's character because he gone, like Max. That's it. But I don't hate on Stephen A. Smith. People always be like, damn, you say a lot of good stuff about Stephen A. Smith to be mad at him. I'm like, because I'm not mad at him. But the point is this, black community, we know what it means. Why y'all come at Ice Cube like that when he was trying to get them billions of dollars from Donald Trump? Remember that? Black community, why y'all do Nelly like that? He a sellout because what? He agreed with Trump? Why y'all doing Ludacris like that now? Because he's going to go to a MAGA party and perform? That's what you calling it? A concert, a benefit? Why are y'all mad at Nicki Minaj? Because she said what she said and she would Turning Point USA. Like he said, you creating enemies and opponents so you can boost up who you really like. This is sports, but it's deeper because it's politics. Crazy. And cats run with this all the time. And lose people in the process to prove political power. I will never partake in that. I don't give a damn if I'm by myself. That is a lot of people because, boy, in here, I go everywhere. Okay? My mama always told me, she raised me to say, you by yourself, it's okay, baby. You are enough. Say this to yourself. Say this to your itty bitties. You are enough. Okay? You don't need to go with the whole group. Everybody trying to kill somebody just because why? And they can't even explain why. Oh, man, here. Why is he that? What'd he say? What'd he do? Man, you know. No, I don't know. I asked you, fool.
He's the only person I've seen on black men on TV saying the black athletes have to hold themselves to a higher amount of accountability. Put down the weed. Like, he's been famous saying, put down the weed. But it's like, there's something about our society when one person black doesn't agree that person is now a sellout. That person is now standing on the shoulders of white men to do white supremacy. It's like, bro, we all live in the same fucking world. Yep. We all got to make money with the same fucking people. You people that are activists, that's y'all life. That's y'all business. Roland Martin is an activist. He gets, that's how he eats. Like how I eat from records. So I know the science. He eats from being the opposition. Yeah, the political
Yes, he does. And I've known Roland Martin for a decade plus. And trust me, I don't like to use the word contrived for him, but you know what you're going to get, right? And that's good. It's good to be reliable. It's good to be who you are in consistency because that means it's thorough. But at the same time, some things, that's why I said yesterday, some things shouldn't be so obvious. Your politics shouldn't be so linear. They shouldn't be so extreme that only things that you even support are the same things. You mean you ain't got nothing else over there or very few things over there? Like, I really believe in that. The graphic equalizer of life. You ever go to a concert? I'm a DJ, so I know this. You ever see the soundboard at a concert? It's like 128 channels, 256, right? Big boys. Do you see all the knobs up? It would sound a mess. Do you see all the knobs down? It would sound a mess. You know what you got to do in life? EQ every single one of them. A little here, a little down, gain up here, a little lower, a little lower, a little higher, a little higher. Liberal, conservative, a little more liberal, a little more conservative. That's what you need to do to you. But nah, you got it all turned up. You a Republican. You got it all turned out. You a Democrat. Man, move. That shit sound a mess. Of
course. Yep. Stephen A. doesn't. He doesn't. He eats by talking about what he sees. Yep. Whether it's sports, politics, religion, anything. He don't hold his tongue. He don't. By the way, his money doesn't go up or down based on what he says. And Roland Martin and those other guys that's criticizing him, there's does.
They can't say certain things.
And that's why you got to leave people like Stephen A. alone. Yeah. Because everybody doesn't have the same plight.
Preach.
He might not be on the same mission. He might not want to. Like, dog, I said, let me tell you something. You can look this up. I said this a year ago. January last year when Trump won, it was a whole lot of hoopla about Trump and people saying F him. And I put this post. Changed my life, actually. Well, I was like, look, black women, I know y'all mad because Kamala won. We are mad as black men, too. But the election is over. Yeah. It's time for us to get out here and work and make some money to take care of our family. So if your black man is out there working with the other side to get some money, it's just embrace it right now. Because right now, women have value without bringing anything to the table. Men have to bring something to the table. So now you got, as a man, you got the world saying you ain't shit. You ain't got no money. You can't do this. You got your woman in the house saying you ain't shit. And now they also saying, don't talk to that side who wants to give you some. It's like, it's stupid. So I said that. Too many guardrails. Man, them black women ate my ass up. You a fucking sellout.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, man. I always look at the word sellout. And I always counter it with sell out, buy in. Oh, I'm a sellout? Oh, I didn't buy into the BS. You're not going to limit my world. You're not going to limit who I should work with. You're not going to side eye and eye roll me and move your neck and make me say I can't do something with him. I can't hang with him. I can't work with him. I can't rock with him. I can't get bread with him. I don't give a damn who you are. Seriously. Like, and you should have the same mindset. I ain't going to get no money with him. Money's green, donut. It's green. It don't care about you. It does not. No, not. What that mean? No, it does not. No. I love that meme. But here's the point. What did Stephen A. Smith did in the community? If you don't get your 1947 sounding ass out my face, what has he done in the community? First of all, do you know? Gun to your head. Right now, you ask the question, do you know? Oh, you don't have the answer? So why are you over here challenging it like you know the answer? What if you ran down a list of stuff and he'd be like, oh, I didn't know he did that. Man, move. You're just here for dissension. You're a paid protester like we're going to talk about soon. You just came in here to stir the pot. You ain't cooking nothing. It's silly. And I'm not defending Stephen A. Smith. I'm defending the truth. People want to just do stuff like that and be like, it's crazy. Then you gotta literally walk around, do the work in the community, and then actually advertise it every single day, every single way. If not, oh, what have you done? And first of all, let me just say this. And I have a nonprofit, Project Transition, and we do a lot of work in the community. And you guys see it, and go to projecttransition.org. But let me just tell you that ain't the lead thing I do to help kids, help people, help anyone, underserved, underprivileged. The lead thing I do is not what I do in the community. It's being somebody that makes them say, damn, let me take these excuses off the board. My number one superpower is when people get to know me, hear of me, read, listen, whatever, come in any engagement with me, the first thing that they say they get from it, all these itty bitties is, I learned quickly, I better stop making excuses. I don't know if you can read that out to everyone. I don't know if that justifies work in the community, but taking out the excuses and making you more accountable for your own successes and failures is the navigation to success. That's the GPS coordinates you need. Forget where you're going, you'll figure it out. Forget what you're trying to do, you'll figure it out. If you're accountable, because you are there, you're present to get the gift that is going to be presented in that moment to take it to the next. People want to always talk about what you've done. What have you done? First of all, if you got enough time to know, ask me what I've done and know what I've done or did not do, what have you done? I have not met affluent people, successful people who got enough time for that type of chirping. When they meet you, they on short, limited time. You are as well. Because you somebody, that's why y'all meeting. And y'all like, look, what can we do together in collaboration? I swear the money, I swear the class, I swear the different mindsets of the higher you go, you start to realize, man, let's do this thing together. The partnerships grow. Pittiness at the bottom, partnership at the top. Right? Competition at the bottom and collaboration at the top. It's crazy. Now, this is not without flaw. Trust me, I understand. Even Stephen A. Smith's ESPN First Take, he done got a design where he doesn't have anything but yes men. And all those dudes I know. But that doesn't mean, look, they not yes men in real life. They yes men on the show. It's a role. Hey, don't make me look too bad. Have fun with me. Poke at me, pick at me. Hey, laugh at these jokes that ain't funny. Come on. You know it. Look at me. Fresh today, right? Why I couldn't be on that show? I'd be like, hell no, you ain't fresh today. No, not today. You dusty. Look at me. I'm dusty. I recognize dusty because I'm dusty. But that's not the role. So either enjoy the role or switch the channel, but you ain't got to try to bring that man down. It don't work like that. Nah, son. It don't work like that. All right. Speaking of that, let's go into this since we on this topic. Since y'all like sellouts. Let's go. Ludacris and Nelly slammed the sellouts as they joined MAGA Music Fest lineup. That's interesting. Wow. What is that? What do they do? Ludacris and Nelly have been confirmed as performers for a music festival that's been labeled, not is labeled, MAGA Music Fest. Why is it a MAGA Music Fest? Let's see. Duo has been added to the lineup 2026 Rock the Country Music Festival. People always, as soon as they hear rock and roll or country music, oh, no. I DJed for Kenny Chesney one time. I told y'all that story before. I went on this bus. I was like, damn, if your bus looked like this, what's your house look like? There was no racial tension. Yeah, there were fewer black people than I was typically used to. Wasn't no racial tension. You know, when I grew up, all black people, when I was walking the store, they would look at me and eye roll. Some of them would just roll their neck. Some of them would just be like, hey, how you doing? Whatever it was. You know what happens when I'm around a bunch of white people? Same thing. They eye roll. They move their neck. Some of them say, hey, how you doing? I wonder why you think it's different. Maybe it's not them. Maybe it's you. While the event isn't officially tied to any political movement, it has earned its MAGA nickname due to its country music emphasis. This is a silly-ass country. Patriotic branding and links to performers like Kid Rock and Jason Aldean. So what's the opposite of MAGA? I don't know that. Help me out. Beat it up in the comments. What's the liberal group called? Is it woke? You think that woke is the opposite of MAGA? Woke seems like an ideology or a mindset. MAGA seems like a group. But I guess mindset too. But beat it up. What's the opposite? I need the antonym to MAGA so I can start saying that. Because this is getting silly. So when they have a rap fest, right? When they have a rap fest and Jay Wick, I love Jay Wick, he performs, he's at the Woke Fest. Ludacris set to perform in Anderson, South Carolina. Oh, black people can't go down there. Appearing alongside Creed and Shine down in Ocala, Florida. All right, let's see what they got. Kid Rock. Let me just tell you this. If Kid Rock is headlining something and he asked me to be there, guess what? I'm there. You know why? Comma, zeros. I'm getting paid to go and flow. You know what I mean? Jason Aldean, I heard of him. But Blake Shelton, big. Jelly Roll, Creed, Brooks. Do y'all? You can play both ways. Look at that, Ludacris, Nelly. You can play both ways. You see this lineup without Ludacris and Nelly, guess what you say? That's racist. Look at all them white people. They ain't even invite a black person. You see this with them, you say, oh, they sellouts. So it's racist when they don't go or invited, but they're sellouts if they are invited and go. You can't win. That's why I told you, just be by yourself. Power to the person, not to the people. Don't group people together. Just look at the individual, respect them, judge, ye shall be judged. Simple as that. Simple as that. That's a damn shame right there. All right, beat up in the comments. We're about to get to some insurrection. Damn. We here? We here? Uh-oh. I want y'all to see this because Elon Musk woke everybody up this morning. Elon Musk, boy, talk about a gangster. He bought Twitter and turned it into X. Like his Model X, I got one. And he literally is your lead tweet on everything. Like he rigged the algorithm as he should. He's the owner. I mean, I can't be mad at that. It is a social media platform that's a business. Ain't like it's the dictionary. He didn't put his name at Elon and he went before all the A's in the dictionary. He put his tweets first. And his tweet first is time to invoke the Insurrection Act. And I was like, God dang. He got 232 million people gonna read this because his is not gonna be limited in how he puts it out there. All 232 million people gonna see this. Some fun facts about what is insurrection for all those people out there always talking about it but don't really know. The Insurrection Act has been invoked 30 times by 17 different presidents. In fact, 37% of American presidents have invoked the Insurrection Act. You could have did that math. It was invoked to deal with rebellions and uprisings. What are rebellions and uprisings? Examples: armed groups openly defied federal law. State or local authorities could not or would not enforce federal law. Violence or organized resistance threatened the authority of the federal government. Courts were blocked, taxes couldn't be collected, or officials were attacked. Look, I just described Minnesota. Would you say he described Minnesota? Yes or no? Can we keep it 100 on this show? Yes or no? Okay? You heard the description. Tell me, guys, is this Minnesota? I'm listening. So far. How did we get here? Uh-oh. Don't go. No. Oh, here we go. See? Oh, see, it looked peaceful at first. Can't give, can't cave. Can't even keep order. Okay, we get the point, don't we? We get the point, don't we? I mean, I can show you some videos that are even more racy than that and lawlessness and craziness, and you know it's occurring. Okay? Now, contrasting that, we got peaceful protests, right? We have the right to peacefully protest. We also know that, let's keep it real, if you really want to be honest, there are a lot of paid protesters out there. Who cares if you get paid or not? It's just, what do you do because you're getting paid? Oh, you're there to incite. You're not there to protest. Peace. If a paid peaceful protester, just listen to it. Paid peaceful protester. There's nothing wrong with that. And people always get triggered by that. No, if I got $1 billion and I got a cause, and I'm like, I want you to bring some attention to it. I want you to protest. First of all, you got to pay me because you know I ain't protesting shit. I must do actions. I am not going to the Staples and getting crayons and coloring some big ass cardboard and then walking around and yelling with a phone in my hand. And I'm not. You know what I am going to do? I'm going to try and affect policy. I'm going to find out who's the key principles that can vote on this. I'm going to be an upstanding citizen. I'm going to do my part. I'm a different way, but we all trying to get to the same place at the mountaintop. So I take a different path. I take the concrete. You go in the bushes. Go get it. That's you. But a paid peaceful protester, go ahead. I got $1 billion. I paid you guys $100,000 as an organization to go out there and protest all the time. No. What's wrong with that? You're allowed to do that. Here's the problem. As we know, money corrupts. Right? Just like power. That money corrupts. All of a sudden, somebody want to get more. Somebody want to get paid more. Somebody wants to do more. Next thing you know, that paid protester no longer wants the peaceful part. Right? Now, that can happen if you're a free protester, but the point is, now there's an encouragement incentive shaped behavior. Now there's an encouragement. So that's why it's a slippery slope. Very slippery slope. And people are going to blame Donald Trump for all this stuff. And we've seen all this stuff before, but we got selective memory. We got, I like this president. I like Obama, so it didn't happen. Or I don't like Donald Trump. It's happening all the time. It's real spit. This is the world we're living in right now.
He's not Trump. Yeah, but that's the bullshit that you do. Very different from U.S. government sending the militia to U.S. towns to kill U.S. people. I'm not talking about every president did bad shit. You got that. I'm not talking about Yemen and...
The conversation was about Venezuela, though.
We were talking about Venezuela. I was talking about Venezuela at the time. Oh, okay. That's what I'm saying. And people conflating a lot of things. Sure. I never said that... In fact, I said the opposite. I said Obama's not Trump. Right? You can say they're all fucked up, but there's different degrees of fucked upness. Trump is the worst. All I'm saying is he's not a new genre. Yeah. You know what I mean? They're all fucked up. That's dangerous, Mark. Yeah. No. I'm saying in the history of America, we have given blankets and smallpox to Native Americans. We've let black people die of diseases. We've enslaved people. We kill people. I'm not going to act like Donald Trump is the first person in the history of the United States empire to be fucked up or genocidal or whatever. This particular thing he's doing right now, yes, it is unprecedented. But it's not a new genre. It's U.S. policy on steroids. That's what it is. That's all I'm saying.
We haven't seen. I feel like Obama went to Libya, and you know what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, it is a new genre because we haven't seen a president in our lifetime inflict this domestically. So that is a new genre. Until
you watch people drowning in Katrina and watch them not
That's different.
That was a lack of response to a catastrophe.
Also horrible.
He has taken an aggressive stance and put these people in American cities and have them getting their asses whipped and getting their rights violated on a day-to-day basis in a camera and nobody saying a fucking peep.
Lack of response, one side. Then too aggressive a response, the other side. That's why you shouldn't pick a side. But here's the thing. No one's ever satisfied. Ludacris Nelly, you go there, you're a sellout. You don't go there, they're racist. See how they do it? They set it up like it's the Jets Patriots. Simple as that. Crazy.
And what I'm saying is, I agree with that. That's why I say it's the worst iteration of a policy that has always been like, we are indifferent to the most vulnerable people here.
It's a new genre, though, domestically. That's what I'm saying.
Let me stop right here because I think we've done enough of the politics right now. People are indifferent to the people who are at the bottom, is what he just said. Well, the conversations about race always get conflated and always supersede the conversations we really need to have about class, right? And everyone knows famously how even some of our civil rights leaders started to pivot because they realized after all that marching and all that talking, all those politics, that they were rooting and fighting a color battle that actually wasn't as powerful as if they were fighting a class battle. That's why they went from civil rights to silver rights. And a lot of people say that contributed to the assassination because once you start talking money, things sound different. All the way up to present day and Charlie Kirk. If you want to follow his conversations and his protests or his explanations on things, not the biggest problem until it became big money. Right? People act funny for the money. You go in the hood, people act funny for the money. They're breaking into your house. You got the bars up. They breaking into the bars. Why? You got some money in there, they think. You go to Beverly Hills, people set you up. White collar crime. And they'll break into your house now post-COVID. Why? You got some money in there. Okay? People don't want to go break in your house for your power. They ain't even going to break in your house because of your color. It's proximity, then it's that money. If I'm going to be simple, I'm going to be lazy and do it right down the street. I'm going to go right down on Londra and go get your ass. If I'm going to put some work in, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to be on Rodeo, and I'm going to watch you in that Bugatti. Money. People trip out over money. And it's crazy. Elon Musk want to explain. Y'all don't even know what money really is about. Let's talk.
What is an economy? People get confused. Sometimes they think an economy is money. Money is a database for exchange of goods and services and for time shifting the exchange of goods and services. Money is a database. Money doesn't have power in and of itself. Like you can run the thought experiment of if you're trapped on a remote island, shipwrecked on an island, and you've got $1 trillion in a Swiss bank account. It's worthless. You'd rather have a can of soup. So, you have all the Bitcoin in the world, and you're still going to starve. So, the actual economy is goods and services.
Think about it, y'all. Blah, blah, blah. Think about what he just said. All the money in the world is what? What is it? What is it doing for you? Huh? Anybody? People lose their life for that. People go to war for that. And then they disguise it. This is where everyone gets caught up in. All the different costumes. Race. All the different costumes. Policies, agendas. It's all just follow the money. Follow the money. Because the money makes them act funny. What I always say, life is a sandwich. No matter how you flip it, the bread comes first. Speak about it. All right, let's lighten this up real quick because I love this dude right here. This dude be cracking me up. My hip is feeling better every single day, every single way. Shout out to y'all. Oh, no, this is what I'm going to do. I'm about to remix right now. I'm going to show you guys something. Real spit. I want y'all to, this is a shared moment. I'm going to be proud and private with you guys. I got to get this thing loaded. I wasn't expecting to do this, but damn it. Why not? Y'all family. I want y'all to see your boy. I need y'all to help me help y'all. I need to be accountable. Okay? I am on a mission to lose this weight so my son could think I was an athlete other than pictures. Real spit. So let's look at this real quick. This is me. Okay, this is my surgery. I told you I was 307. I told you I was up at 3:40 in the morning. And I told you I ain't had no charger by the bed. But I got that damn internet. All right, here we go. 307. Right now I'm at 286.4. Shut it. 20.6. Shut your mouth. Okay, real spit. Watch it. Look at this. Look at this. This is today, 286. 288 yesterday. I dropped 2 overnight. Fat boy. Same me. And I don't believe there's a such thing as fat shaming. If you're ashamed because you fat, that's your fault. People always gonna have jokes, I hope. I was 297 on the 4th. Look at this. I was 307, 307. Look at that. Get back. 293, 289, 288, 288, 286. What's tomorrow? Oh, look at that. Let's stop right there. Flat line. Look at that. Oh, I hate when they show that. Go back. I got to go back. All right, play it again. All right, here we go. Look at that. And then it went, love come down. Ooh, I'll make my fat come down. That's it. Blah, blah, blah. It's coming. Boy, when I get, one thing about me, when I lose this, I am the human beatbox. Boy, when I bring sexy back, first thing I'm going to do is not hit the streets, not hit the club. Nope. Play some pickleball. This guy right here.
It's somebody's side going to be out, bro. I don't want to even have to take my hands, bro. Like, stop playing, bro. Is this really what you're trying to do? That's what I'm trying to say. If you really want the flicky, bro.
The flicky.
You feel me? Like, bro, stop playing, bro. I'm not even right-handed. That's crazy. That's the crazy part about it, bro. Like, what are you trying to do here, bro? Somebody's side gonna be out, bro. It's fadery, bro.
I'm gonna stop. Hey, y'all, if you play pickleball, you understand exactly where he's coming from. All the way through. It's next level, right? And nothing I love more than pickleball than my family. And I want y'all to just blah, blah, blah. Can't lie. Dropped a tear the first time I saw that. Real spit. Just want to talk to all the parents out there with the itty bitties. Please stay in this moment. I have a 26-year-old. I'm lucky to get a text every week. I mean, she living her life. Is crazy, right? Real spit. So, I got to get some props to Mr. J-Biz 2000, who was 319 pounds in November. And now he's 265. And he said he did it by walking and water, no gym. Hey, I had a boy who lost like 70 pounds last year too. Guess how he did it? Same as you, walking. Now, that doesn't mean all walking is good, because be real. I love cats. I don't like dogs as much. And you got to walk dogs. That's why. This is a dog person at 6 in the morning. This is me, my kitty cats at 6 in the morning. So all walking ain't good walking. You may lose some weight, but you also going to lose some damn life. Some life left, and some love and some life. Damn it, your quality of life is what I'm trying to say. Is gonna be down. All right, let's get out of here on music, and then you know how we do it. Peace. All right, this is amazing. This is insane. Give Drake his flowers. I don't give a damn what you want to say.
Drake had more streams in 2025 than these rappers had in their entire careers.
Did you hear him? This is 1 year of Drake is more than any of their careers. Like the whole career. Every song, every album since you've been rapping since the demo tape. Watch Drake lap these cats. Listen to this.
We have 15 rappers. So Migos as a group, he had more streams than them this year than they had in their entire career.
The Migos. How insane and silly they were. How big they were. How great they were. He got them beat their whole career in 1 year. It's almost like when Aaron Rodgers used to have bad years and it was better than your favorite quarterback's best year.
Kid Cudi, Kodak Black, Don Toliver, Lil Yachty, Rick Ross, Polo G, Lil Durk.
Rick Ross, that surprised me too. Migos and Rick Ross is the two. I was like, Rick Ross is in a beef with Drake, and Drake could be like, dog, I outsold you in 1 year for your whole career.
Wow. Roddy Ricch, Jack Harlow, Meek Mill, Logic, Big Sean, A Boogie with the Hoodie, and Tory Lanez. Drake got 17.7 billion streams in 2025 alone. Are you surprised by this, or?
Them bots been busy, as y'all gonna say. I know somebody in the comments already said it. Them bots been busy. Whatever you want to call it. Them bots are available for them other artists too. And don't act like they ain't touched them. Woo, that's crazy, man. Love for you guys for rocking out. We're gonna do it tomorrow as well. And then y'all have an amazing day, man. Real spit. I thank you guys rocking with me. We're gonna keep the politics going. We're gonna keep the show going. Love to you guys. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.